All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as the hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, it will be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper as the hot. You don't share. For the Oboda, so I'm going to bring you the information one by one as you go to come and they drop for my table. Don't miss this information as I go to bring it one by one. The repetition of what happens in Kenya is about to repeat in Nigeria because by the look of things, the masses are tired and they are actually looking forward to a new government and for the nation to become better. But ndị Igbo ekene munu iya, ndị Igbo ekene munu iya, ndị Igbo ekene munu iya. For me, I would suggest that ndị Igbo should not participate in this upcoming protest. Rather, let ndị Igbo keep seeking for a nation of their own because when you have your own nation, when you have your own country, and your own nation, your own president is quite preferable more than what is currently happening in Nigeria right now. And for me, I'll prefer that Ndi Igbo should not participate in this ongoing protest. It is better that they stay on their own and watch as things unfold as they go until the nation called Biafra comes to pass. As it be, Biafra Day is on age as IPOB EPAS group issued conflicting orders. Fear and confusion have enveloped the Southeast over Nigeria as two separatist groups, the indigenous people of Biafra and IPOB, headed by detained leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa's Biafra Republic government in exile, issues conflicting directive on sit-at-home to celebrate this year's Biafra Heroes Day. This one is what happened on this the Gone Biafra Heroes Day. But as it be, Mazi Simon Ekpa don't come out to talk say anything that is called ohanezendigbo must end, and this is actually the end of ohanezendigbo as it be. Remember that everybody that have fought the land of the indigenous people of Biafra has ended up in one way or the other, in one part or the other. The late Iwanyanwu is gone, and Ifeanyi, an icon, is gone too. As it be, what don't happen for where they call Imo State, one of the parts of the Biafra land where the men of the indigenous people of Biafra crashed with the men of the NIG government. As it be, the men of the NIG government, their boys, the army them boys, don't collect woto as it be, because for a long time now, the NIG army has not been able to produce a proper report of what is actually happening on their side. They are only presenting reports of what is actually happening on their side. Believing a lot of people have believed that many members of the indigenous people of Biafra has been captured by the men of the NIG government. But through reports and what we have been getting, pardon me, from all the reports all over is how the men of the BLA soldiers have been dealing notoriously with the men of the NIG government. And as it be, a lot of them has fallen and a lot of them has been sent to judgment. But be that as it may, of course, you know that anything that concerns freedom sometimes can be bloody. But of course, you know, in this channel, we are not supporters of violence. And our prayer and what we are asking for is that the nations become a peaceful place. Of course, you know that these days we are in the 21st century and civilization and development have overwhelmed us. And as it is, I believe that the Nigerian government and also the Biafra government should take the proper procedure. The United Nations the UN have also told the Nigerian government to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, of which you know that the Nigerian government is a bona fide signatory to the Constitution of the United Nations that guards the whole world. And up until now, they have refused to pay attention to what is actually happening by releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from the DSS detention. And sometimes I begin to question myself, what nation actually defies a constitution which they are bona fide signatory to? And this will tell you how primitive, Elizabethan, and archaic that the African government is and how their operation is currently going on, because things are not going on in Africa as it should be. If it were to be in a first world country where the constitution is working, of course, you know, the constitution is made by man, and men who made this constitution are supposed to abide under this constitution. But as it is, what is happening in Nigeria and what is happening in Africa is opposite the case. Meanwhile, let's go to what is happening in Anambra State right now, where also the men of the NIG government and the men of the Biafra government has clashed together. And as you know, as it be, I hear say the governor of Anambra State don't collect Choma Ajunwa based on the things we say they happen. But meanwhile, as the Igbo icon Ifeanyi Uba passed away, a lot of people has been asking because of one of the trending video that is trending online, where one man like that collected Ifeanyi Uba's elephant talks. Of course, you know, in Ali Igbo, elephant talks represent power. It represents prestige. It represents superiority. It represents kingship and the rest of them. And elephant talks is only being used by a good Nze or Ozo, Nze Chizure Chizu. But on that video, you saw where that man collected Ifeanyi Uba's elephant talks. And if you actually read meaning into that particular act, this will tell you that a power has been taken away from Mazi Ifeanyi Uba. And when that man took this elephant talks, he poured water on it. I don't know whether it's holy water or demonic water. He washed it and cleaned it with his hanky. And after that thing, Uba traveled to London, and from there is a heart problem. Remember also that this guy called Ebuka Obi, of course, a lot of people have been against Ebuka Obi. Even this guy called Ijele have also been against Ebuka Obi. They believe that Ebuka Obi is one of the abracabras that, you know, do something like miracles of RNG and the rest of them. But that guy gave a prophecy before now that there is a senator in the southeastern part of Nigeria. He even mentioned the name of Ifeanyi Uba. He even called the owner of Capital Oil that if message would reach to him that Ifeanyi Uba should come and meet him, that there has been an arrow that was sent out which is going to take hold of his heart. And of course, you know that Uba traveled to London because of a heart issue, and that is concurring with that prophecy of Mazi Ebuka Obi, the leader and also the founder of Zion Ministry, that this is going to happen. And this is a big loss to Ndi Igbo. But on another point, looking at what happened to the former president of ohanezendigbo, Obiozo, he died on that seat. And the one before him also died on that seat. Now, Emmanuel Iwanyang also passed away on that seat. And what this is reminding us is that the throne of Ndi Igbo is a sacred throne. And any man that is representing Ndi Igbo should be a man of truth, a man who stands by his words. He's not a man that ndị be anyị na-asị na akwa n'ọhịa apụta n'ụzọ na-asị onye ekoro. And I think that invariably that is what is actually happening in Ali Igbo. And should be as a precaution and caution to the next man that is coming into the leadership of Ohanezendigbo to make sure that you will stand by your people. It's not about selling out your people. They have been telling us we want to meet the president, we want to meet the governor, we want to meet this person to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released from the DSS detention. And up until now, my people, nothing has happened. And Iwanyanwu has passed away. Even Ifeanyi Ubah recently started visiting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because he started conceiving this interest of becoming the governor of Anambra State, which made him to defect from the Action Youth Congress, the AYC, that brought him into the senatorial power, and he defected to APC. And because he was having this intention of becoming the governor of Anambra State, remember that Anambra is bona fide and singly owned by APGA, the party of Odumegwu Ojukwu. And I think that it will be very hard to take away Anambra from APGA party. Be that as it may, and I think that everybody that wants to represent Igbo should be a man of truth, should be a man who will stand by his words. You don't kick against the bet of the Biafra nation and still come out think that you are going to go safely. Meanwhile, remember that August 1st is the coming up of the protest that everybody has decided to come and protest. And upon that, the government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu has signed the new minimum wage bill into law. That is to say that workers from the first level are going to be receiving 70,000 as their salary. I think that nobody should keep quiet because this government believes in hot. When you give the government hot, you see the government responding to you hot. Because since the protest kicked off, even up until now, they have opened a room also in the what is it called, in the Shell company, pardon me, the oil producing company, that there is vacancy there, and they are expecting a lot of Nigerians to apply, and which is foul. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain, and if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you'll be the first. Well, let's go down. Thank you for listening. God bless you.